Okay, I think we're good. Oops. This pesky mouse is in the way. Let me move it over to the other screen. Alright, so I always had the Skip Paragus mod on. So I think I fixed that. So I don't think I have it on here. So we're about to find out. So let's see here. This play out.
Hyperdrive offline. Multiple hull breaches detected. Proximity alert. The Ebon Hawk is adrift in space after a terrible battle. Most of its crew are dead or dying. You lie in the medical room in critical condition. You won't survive long without medical attention. The hyperdrive is damaged. Main power must be restored in order to bring the engines online and dock with the nearby Paragus mining station for much-needed repairs. Your fate and that of the Ebon Hawk depend upon T3M4, a lone astromech droid. Return to this location at any time to skip the prologue. Press WAS. This is the galaxy map. It shows you are near Paragus, a mining colony. When the hyperdrive is fixed, you can use the galaxy map to choose a destination planet. You have new quests. To view your quest, this room contains... You will come across many containers. This is the main hold. Your security skill is too low to open this footlocker. However, you can use your weapon to bash it open. Click on the bash icon. Your security skill is... Your security skill is too low to open this footlocker. However, you can... Sometimes bashing or blowing open a container will break some of the items in the container, but you can use even broken...
Can't really get anything out of that, right? So we'll just have it closed.
You can hear a banging noise coming from the other side of the door to the storage compartment, but the door is sealed shut and cannot be opened from the outside. This old woman appears to be dead. There is a key card on the body that looks like it opens a locker somewhere. This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. If you need help exploring the Ebon Hawk, access the map screen. This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. This is the talking to other characters is much like using the computer console in the cockpit. Scroll through your response options or move the mouse cursor, and then click to select a response. Note that some responses may influence how other characters react to you, so choose carefully. Furthermore, certain skills, powers, and attributes may modify what choices you have, or how successful you are with those choices. 3CFD is malfunctioning. You can fix him by using a part. Luckily, you have already found one. If you repair 3CFD, he can join your party and assist you in repairing the ship. Success! You have fixed 3CFD. Now you
Remember.
can join your party. Now a member of your party. To change which party member you control, click on their portrait or press Tab. To use the keycard you found to open the locker, the impact armor from this locker can be equipped on the equip screen. To open the equip screen, click on the blaster icon in the top. Sensor droids emerged from this box when you opened it. These droids will make for excellent target practice. Use the weapon from this container to attack the droids. You can equip a weapon from the equip screen. To open the equip screen, click on the blaster icon in the top right area of the screen, or press. If you encounter a difficult lock on a container or door, you can use a security tunneler on it to improve your chance of opening the lock. You must lower your difficulty setting in order to open this lock. You must lower your difficulty setting in order to open this lock. Access the options screen and select Gameplay.
Okay.
Then change the difficulty. The lock on this metal box is too difficult to open. You can use one of the security tunnelers you found to crack this lock. Select the security tunneler by clicking on the arrows above or below the security icon. This is the end of the... To access the area, this lift will take you to the outer hull of the Ebon Hawk. This is the med. You are in critical condition. You will need a med pack to be stabilized. The med pack can stabilize. Success! You are stabilized. To recover fully, you will require the medical facilities at the Peragus mining station, but you are not in any danger of dying from your wounds right now. This is the utility lift. You can use this lift to take you to the outside of the Ebon Hawk. This is the starboard side of the Ebon Hawk. This open hatch has some parts that will be used. This busted engine port has some needed parts for the Ebon Hawk's hyperdrive. Take the parts here back down below to get main power restored. These exposed wires control the door to the starboard dormitory. The door is currently sealed, but you can override it from here. Success! The door is opened. You can now access the starboard dormitory through the garage. You have already opened the door to the starboard dormitory. You can get to it through the garage inside the Ebon Hawk.
Can't go too far over.
Don't forget to explore. This is the port side of the Ebon Hawk. The bubbles ahead. Approach mines carefully. They will blow up and damage you if you get too close. You can use your demolition skill to either disable or recover these mines. Recovering mines requires a higher demolition skill than disabling them, but you get to keep the mine, which you can then use to set as a trap for enemies or break down into components at a workbench. Device in this missile to blow open the engine room door inside the Ebon Hawk. This will give you access to the hyperdrive. After you plant a mine, back away quickly so that you do not take damage. This is one of the Ebon Hawk's quad laser turrets. They are damaged, but you can scavenge some parts from it to use in repairing the Ebon Hawk. Use the slip to take. This is the engine room. This is the engine room. The port engine is shut down, but appears intact. Fixing the hyperdrive will allow you to restore power to the port engine and bring primary power online. The starboard engine is badly damaged. Fixing it won't be possible until after docking with the Peragus mining station. The hyperdrive is suffering badly. You won't be able to make the jump to light speed until it is fully repaired, and you do not have the needed equipment here on the Ebon Hawk. However, you should be able to rig the hyperdrive to restore primary power and bring the port engine online. This will allow you to dock with the Peragus mining station for full repairs. Success! The hyperdrive is online. Primary power is restored. Only one step remains. Return to the galaxy map in the cockpit and travel to Peragus. To access the area beyond this door, default V. To access the area beyond this door, you will have to use solo mode, default V. Click the solo mode button at the bottom right area of the screen. This is the garage.
There already. That's bug. Jeez.
This is a workbench. With a workbench, you can break down objects in your inventory into components. You can then use the components to create repair kits, weapons, armor, and upgrades. Because of the damage to the Ebon Hawk, this workbench has limited functionality. You can still use it to create a repair kit, which you can use to repair yourself. Use the workbench to break down the items you've found into components. Then use the components to create a repair kit. You can use repair kits to heal droids like yourself. To use a repair kit, click on the repair kit on the bottom of the screen, or press 5. This is the starboard dormitory. This is the starboard dormitory. When the Ebon Hawk has landed, this is where you will go to exit the ship. This blast door is This is the garage. These sparking wires connect to the trigger mechanism for the inner and outer garage doors. You can open and close the doors from here.
Save? Just in case.
This is the cockpit. You can now plot a course to the Peragus mining station. To dock with Peragus, left-click on the Peragus planet to select it, and then left-click on the travel button.
Alright, let's see if I have skip. We shouldn't. Sure why it's recording both screens. Hopefully that's just a glitch.
The sensors show the door to the storage compartment is being sliced. There is someone, or something, else alive on the Ebon Hawk.
Whoa. Alright, let's see. I didn't see it installed. Okay, yeah, we're good. Where's my breathing piece? Through the wall.
Examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the Colto tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Paragus asteroid field without the asteroid drift charts. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to... Could be a Jedi, but we won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially Corta, are already Another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the Colto tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics. Miners about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them and moved them down to maintenance, but we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Telos shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning, there has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay. Everyone evacuate.
Just when you say it.
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name
Oh,
of
did I already...
Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the Colto tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel...
Yeah.
Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to...
Didn't I go through these logs?
Could be a Jedi. Got...
Yeah, I already went through these. Okay. I think that's it.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead? Yes, I had hoped as much. I slept here too long and could not awaken. It may be I reached out unconsciously, and your mind must have been a willing one. Or perhaps you have been trained for such things.
Up too long and you looked dead when I came in. Really, it's this one.
Close to death. Yes, closer than I'd like. You have the smell of the Kolto tank about you. How do you feel?
I'll read the dialogue. This is what I do. Kolto tank left me a little drained. Who are you?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
Last thing I remember, I was on board a Republic ship, the Harbinger. What happened to it?
Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
How do you know I was a Jedi?
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
Go, let's deal with the now. What is this place?
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
Why do we need to leave?
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
You seem nervous, worried. Is something wrong?
Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived.
No argument from me. Yeah, I'll go look for our ship and some weapons.
You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions.
Are you well enough to travel?
I'm not offering to help you. I'm not so young as to leap from death's door as quickly as you.
Go the nice guy route.
I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
Okay.
Yes.
Emergency Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been... Emergency lockdown is in effect.
Yeah.
Emergency lockdown overridden.
He has seen better days, that's for sure.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed to contain the explosion.
Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Power attack. Alright, I did do a mod. I'm not doing the lightsaber on Paragus. I'm doing lightsaber on Telos. So we'll get it early.
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
Great. Piece of cake.
Is this thing on? All right, all hands, especially you, Corder. Listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out. And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just Corda and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility's gonna be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives. So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot. I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Corda or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped. I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt, and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged, maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
The pesky sabotage.
I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt, and some skill with... If any more droids...
I already went through this. Huh, I thought I didn't...
I secured the stealth...
Okay, yeah. There. Oh, who dat? Who dat?
Be careful.
There we go. Plot.
There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
What?
Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions. Ah, you can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
I mean, I did see them from the camera, but anyway. So we gained precognition. So hey, you might want to save. Actually, I want to keep that. So, you ready for this? Bye!
You hear it. It is faint, but it is there.
Feels strange. Like the setters are wearing on.
It is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
But it doesn't feel like it did. It feels like it is coming from across a great distance.
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
So we are slowly getting back our connection. Oh, I must still have that on. Huh. I thought I didn't have this part. So I guess I do have this mod. I'm not gonna equip it yet. We keep our persuade. Probably keep these up. And get that up there. And we should be good. Definitely want more defensive. Let's probably pump the difficulty back up. So I think we're going to do this. Just can't hit me. Except for that. Okay, there's another one down. Or every nook and cranny. Cool. They'll attack enemies as they see, but they'll also use supporting Jedi powers to heal and augment their companions. Only Jedi can use this behavior. Sweet.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniform while I've been in here?
I'm gonna do this. You got a name or just a big mouth?
Atten. Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns.
This facility is deserted. What happened?
You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting.
Then there was some big explosion, and then I was sitting here for a long time, waiting for some half-naked miner to show up and ask a bunch of questions.
There's a bounty on captured Jedi? Why?
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high.
Not many Jedi left? What happened to them?
The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows?
I had heard rumors of a war. But a war between Jedi?
Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
I've been away. I've been away since... I'm screwing that part up. Oh.
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
Do I want to make him a dark side? Yeah, no, I'm gonna go the other way.
Well, that was the story.
Throw him in the...
But whatever happened there must not have lasted. Oh, there was some big civil war on Korriban. Knocked that academy to the ground. Looks like Revan's grand crusade finally consumed her.
Do I want to keep Revan a man, though? Why not? Let's go alternate.